Hello. How to use matrices, arrays. Matrices equal arrays in finding n unknowns in n equations by both math and Python arrays. So you have two ways, two solutions. If you can use math and you can use arrays in Python. So let's see together how to do this. First of all, we start with math. We start with math and then we go to programming or Python. So this is math. We start with the easy one, which is two unknowns and two equations. So we have the array or the matrix A, where A, B is the coefficient of the first equation and C and D is the coefficient of the second equation. Okay, and here we have X and here we have Y. A times A minus 1 equals identity matrix. So we need to calculate A minus 1. Why to calculate A minus 1? I will tell you why now. But how to get A minus 1? A minus 1 equals transport of array or matrix A divided by determinant of A. Determinant of A, you can calculate A times D minus C times B. الدياجونال ده minus الدياجونال ده. And then calculate and divide that matrix with this determinant A. This transport is your reverse. D will be here and A will be here. So reverse diagonal, the first diagonal, and then inverse the sign of the second diagonal. So this was two positive, this be two negatives. Let's give you an example to do this. We have this equation for x plus 3y equals 10 and minus x minus y and 2x minus y equals 0. So these are the coefficient matrix 4 3 4 3 2 minus 1. Okay, here, and we have the unknowns x and y, which is the x matrix, and we have the constants or the right hand which is b added 10 added 0. Okay, so we have three matrices or three arrays. So the first array, which is A, determinant of A equals AD minus BC. This determinant of A minus A. Okay, then calculate A minus 1. Why A minus 1? Because AX equals B. So X, which is unknown, equals A minus 1 times B. So A go in the other hand or the right hand is A minus 1. To calculate A minus 1 as an array or matrix, so array equals a matrix, because in the programming we will use the word array instead of matrix. Right. A minus 1 equals 1 divided by determinant of A, and then we have this, the transport, which is A here and D here, and the minus or the reverse sign of the diagonal, the second diagonal. Okay, so this is A minus 1. Okay, then X equals A minus 1 times AB. So 10 times 1 0.1 plus 0 يطلع A 1. Okay, then 0 times 0 then 10 minus 0.2, and then 0 times minus 0.5 يطلع A 2. يبقى X equal 1 and Y equal 2. This is if there are two unknowns in two equations. If we have another example, three unknowns and three equations, it will be more difficult. The same solution, but the determinant here it's very long. Okay, because it's more complicated than this the first one. Then we calculate the cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix is C11, C12, C13, C21, C22, C23, and so on. So C11 equals minus 1 over 1, 1. Why 1, 1? Because 1 plus 1, because 1, 1. C12 minus 1 over or power 2, 1 plus 2, because here 1, 2. 1, 3, 1 plus, and so on. So we have minus 1 power 2, which will be positive. Minus 1 power 3 odd will be minus. Okay, so determinant of this determinant equals 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1 times 2 minus 1 times 2 minus 4, and so on. Calculate these 9 elements, calculating this array or matrix, and then we find the transport. The transport here, this diagonal is the same. This is the same diagonal, and reverse the others. So reverse 2 by minus 3, 2. Reverse minus 5 and 1, 1 minus 5. Okay, reverse minus 4 here, minus 1 here, but the diagonal is the same. This is the adjacent of A, which is C transport. Then we find A minus 1, divide by this determinant. We calculated here minus 1, so we will divide A transport or A transport adjacent A minus divide by minus 1 يطلع دي. هتعمل ريفيرس لكل الساين عشان ده minus 1. اوكي، فال4 minus 4 تبقى 4 وماينس 3 تبقى and so on. بعد كده نحسب بقى ايه النونز اللي هو الاكس والواي والزد اللي هي الايه الاري دي او الماتريكس دي. هتلاقي هنا ايه 8 times 4 plus 11 times 3 plus 3 times minus 1. So x equals 2. This is x. Imagine that there is array x, y, z, vertical array here. Okay. Okay, and we calculate y and this. So how to do this in programming? It's very easy, very simple to calculate or to find the unknowns in programming. So let's go in the programming and see how to do it. In programming, we go to Colab. This is an example for 5 unknowns. I created a function which is solve 5 equations, 5 unknowns. First of all, I import NumPy as NB, and then we have these equations, 4 equations. The left hand, this is the unknowns times the coefficient of each one times the unknown, and this the right hand we have the constant equivalent. Okay, so those in the right hand will be an separate array, which is the B array, and this one the coefficient of all will be the A array. So the A array equals the coefficient. So the first equation 2 3 minus 1 1 1 يبقى 2 3 minus 1 1 1. Put it inside the array. So this array is two-dimensional array. It's 5 rows and 5 columns. 5 columns and 5 rows. 5 by 5. Okay? تمام. Then we define the constant array which is in the A on the right side, which is 10 5 8, and this one-dimensional array with only 5 elements. How to solve this? With one line, just one line, which is line algebra. Line algebra function, it's found in numpy.line.solve, and give it the A coefficient array and the B right hand constants. The solution will be in just one array like this one dimensional array. So variables x, y, z, w, t, which is these variables, which is the unknowns, we will design a for loop with two counters, which is variable and a and value, in zip of variables and solution. So the variables, where is the variables? This array, and the solution to where, which is another array. Okay, so he will take variable from variables and take value from solution. So print value equals val, and this is for format. So return solution. The solution will be returned. Simple or not simple? Simple. So very simple, because it will print this. This will be printed. Oh, okay. Solution, solve, return solution. This will be printed. Okay. Or if you print none here, let's put here hashtag and use none instead of solution, because actually it's printed the or solutions or the variables values. So none and run here, and let's check what will happen. Maybe a return none is not defined. Oh, it's not defined to return, but you can return something else. Return let's try. It's okay. Return nothing, no solution. Okay, working. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me and I will reply you as soon as. This is one of the best examples of how array is very important. Array it's like lists, but the difference is lists in Python can include characters, lists, tuples, but array just only include numbers. It can include array of arrays like this, two-dimensional array, but not numbers and characters in the same array or in the same list. So array, it's very similar to list, just the difference in two cases. Array allow calculation, mathematical and algebraic calculations, while list not allowing this, because list can include characters, while array, the second thing, cannot include any characters. It's only numerical values. Okay, please subscribe in this channel and share this video with others. Thanks for watching the video. So in this video you learn two things: the learning outcome of matrices in math, and the learning outcome of the arrays in programming by Python. Don't hesitate to ask me and I will reply you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.